It's in our brothers who are journalists, starting to more income, who can raise up to our brothers to be congratulated to our brothers and sisters. We are guests who have used the city or home at this time and allow the raise of the brothers and sisters for the repeats. And if you want to interview his face, he was then that there was now if the sale of the sale is now, about the voice of those who have previously been in the past. Because we have been here that the house was no if I called Kak Bora is a trainer involving management skills that the management of the financial institution today I really have the opportunity to help our brothers who are experts and sorry that we know, do anything to know in the hand, is the work of the publisher, and that all things are so important of the program today, preaching to other Khmer citizens, to other partnerships, as all in your hands, who is in the way of the trajectives, is in the face. So through the presentation of the teacher, we will have the opportunity to ask, but you did not ask the key to less in the interpretation of us as a professional journalist. As a minor partner, like some of our brothers do a lot, and I believe that you preach, and you have a clear picture or action that you take the actions, who can also, but if we act for money to come to us, we don't have to get it difficult to get my startup. Can you know that you know property situation during the current period? How good is the situation, moving forward? Or a backward roster for the pocket no longer into our pockets and live during the growing real estate Esderstand the crash as we are thinking of negative. I would like to take the 5 most important points to give to our brothers that from the real estate sector from 2016. The same before or Covius 2 triples, which affects the economic issues to the importance of the entire sector. In the basis of reports, and in the media, especially the situation, according to the information and the information in the real estate is the economic situation in the real estate sector, is still improving the sector that is still crashing the plan that means the project owner some projects crash due to the financial, no drama is due to the financial money, or some by the land to the owner the land is not available at the original landowner and selling land, or other projects, or the day of the day. They do not know how long to resolve him so the land is so that he says, that he has said, that he is that so that the opinion is that the oppression is to grow back from a large number of Borey It still doing well, so I do so, that they are in the world, not to lie, not to pay for land. Some of you raise their hands, and you see that the crossroads have gone money to some money, and now you are handed around. But that 109 Borey 9, all the whole of all I have been to the crash against the problem, having a serious problem that has had a serious problem that it is impossible to obstruct the sector of Buddha, that the project is not a person's impact, and if he agrees at the same time when the journalist waits against one property that the sector has. Problems when the owner of the project has a financial problem, and if we find the whole sector, it is another. As far as they ask, I agreed to enter him, if any of whatever is, they are ready to be borrowing in the money. What he had and took a 5% to 220% to repayment, but he did not serve to the work, but the plan of life the project is on its process because of his investment. It is stable, and however, that we can say that she does not have thousands of houses we trust both of me speaking this recipe speaker from my third formula, which is more important than his face is more important than that of the other land. I believe that you dare to take it as home to Mantho says. That you can believe that these legal languages are called as money. My brothers who are hundreds of journalists you want to trade, so do not really. The opportunity for money is good, meaning that when it comes to trouble, homes and lands that are worth good and the price of competition. And so many today have a lot today that if the next few thousand in the 9 houses projects predict that the house is the reasonable price and the left as you look at the quality of construction costs by $10,000. Can't because he evaluated and that there was only a $4,000. Because of the price of reality, the land buying and investment is a lot of money and we in this area are involved in the central area. the attendance on the school to many schools in the city. And I know that in the city will also have private schools your investment is doing. And he bought for houses here to prepare the school, and it will begin to work well. And for all questions that I am here how to speak, and speak the speaker, who comes to help with you to show you, to be successful. And what causes them I dare to describe, it's exactly the first thing. We know that in connection with the laws about the right law company, that's the owner of the company. Alone once, the legal system can be seen in the document in the sample home or into the contract will also be partnered with the company or the legal certificate in his occupation. There is an official rule of business in business, not the taxation, but no one is in connection with the land. We know where the house is purchased home, so it's 100% here that I have now come up and see the conditions that he has in the third part of the Temple of Brother Saron. And relating to three important claims on this disordinous, we want a home that can live forever, and that it is really a matter that's good. Then we believe that it is good. And we do especially believe in our team that he is satisfied by following himself as an engineer. So we believe in his works he did her own forth was relevant to the alliance, for talks to see if you bought a nearly $10,000 to buy. By this house as well as by for himself. The truth is like the beauty of all these houses, just as I say to the potential in the area. There are many roads if we talk from Phnom Penh and Cambodia, how much can come in easily? And on 2 roads or national highways, he is building expanding to a bigger standard if we spend it from being passed by the ferry. If we look at me, I know, but I have come to work at the Independence Monument. My house on Veng Srang was 5.5 hours and did not jam. East of the Mekong River, the people come from this is good for us to live. Traveling through the Khoi Changma Bridge, that's all the way. It's fine Priya side around talking and spoken much of the factory, especially in Savenja. And the community here is in the world's home to see the way. But we are doing this means that the local structure is solid, which has been running, is relevant to the essential payments and the payments to the payments. They can start 20% of them home prices, and he can buy this house without having difficulty. And some of them have been 20% of the team to sell. How much we are well termed. Cambodians did not have 3,000 Cambodians uncomfortable, but it was about 8% of home prices. If another $8,000. Finally, he was in touch with the bank and means that it is now only the history of the banks before or CBC. We have no problem. Fee in the immediate, so it is easy to get a lot of time. If you need help, if you have a special feature that I'm about 10, what we have to say to our friends has not yet been in the home. If you want to buy himself home, don't hide what the day is good for Borey House. I'm a trainer to real estate. We see that some of our brothers have done good things that some become out of illegal.